deep desperation, this heartbreak, rising desperation. This person didn't sound like they lacked self-love. It seemed they had friends and a sense of purpose. They weren't asking me to save them. They just wanted to know how they could rid themselves of this haunting desire. This desire that consistently disappointed them. The desire to love and be loved by a romantic partner. Now, hold up, okay? Is this the part where I try to convince you that finding romance or finding your person or the one isn't all that it's cranked up to be? Or that all these other beautiful and equally necessary forms of love can take its place: friendship, creativity, spiritual connections, community? No. Listen, 3 things. 1, I already vomited an essay deconstructing our obsession with the concept of the one. Duh. 2, I'm not here to lie to you, okay? And 3, I don't want to trick you out of your longing. I want us to honor it. And to do that, we must first address the myth, the legend. From tiny humanhood, we imbibe stories, fairy tales, movies, songs, casual conversations, cultural expectations that point to one larger-than-life conclusion. Romantic love is the crowning achievement of human life, the pinnacle of belonging, the thing that makes it all make sense. So it's no surprise that a chunk of us live our entire lives measuring our worth by our proximity to romance. Even when we have deep friendships, even when we have creative fulfillment, career fulfillment, self-knowledge and joy, we feel like something essential is missing, like something is wrong with our lives. We don't see singlehood as a valid state of being, but as an incomplete one. But you know what's funny? The one thing we have failed to acknowledge over and over again is reality. Reality. Yes, love is incredibly beautiful, but being coupled doesn't innately erase your loneliness or fix your story. It just gives you another flawed, complicated human being who you get to try to live it out with. And that trying and failing is what we call heartbreak. Okay? Have you ever wondered why most romantic movies and love stories end on a high note? When everybody's kissing under the stars and dancing under the lights and then riding into the sunset, into the ether, and it's happy ever after. That's because relationships are a constant negotiation between fantasy and reality. Between who people imagine they will be together and who they actually are together. You don't get to see the mess. And this is what makes the myth dangerous. Dangerous! Okay? And most of us aren't searching for love. We are looking for a specific story about it. Pearl, shut up! Shut your mouth! I know what I want. I want real love, okay? I'm on your side. If you want a relationship, if you want a romantic relationship, pretending you don't want it is not going to help you. Trying to get rid of the feeling is only going to cause you more pain. But at the same time, chasing it like it is everything is also making you miserable. Your desire is not the problem. It's human. It's valid. It's universal. Quite frankly, you're not that special, okay? You're not that special in this desire. A lot of us want love. It shouldn't have to haunt you. It shouldn't have to take over your entire existence. It shouldn't torment you. I think I found out why though. Trust me, bro. Now, the answer lies in your management plan, okay? Think of it this way. Let's say you were suddenly diagnosed with a chronic condition. So you get this new diagnosis, there's no cure in sight. But knowing the pace of technology, knowing how medical advancement works, there might be one in 5 years, 30 years, or never, who knows? Of course, you're gonna be sad, mad, and bad. You're gonna be distraught, angry, all the adjectives. You're gonna feel all these feelings. But chances are, you are gonna want to know what next. What can I do to manage my relationship with this condition so that it doesn't completely take me out of my life? Yes, it will be there and it might suck a lot, but is there something I can do to get to a place where I can still find happiness and enjoyment in my life? And there, my love, is the shift. You are suddenly inviting curiosity amidst the fear. What next? That is the question. What if I never find love becomes, if I don't find love, what then? What kind of person will I be? What kind of life will I still choose to create? Oh, it's not about your desire. It's about how you hold it. Step 1. Mourn. You know that I am a massive fan of grieving. A huge fan. And I know it's cliche. I know. But stay with me. There's a picture of a life you have in your head where you were supposed to be, what is supposed to be happening right now, okay? Grieve that fantasy. That imagined timeline. Maybe you thought that by now you have 2 kids somewhere, I don't know. You would have traveled the world with your lover. Maybe this, maybe that film you watched as a kid is still in your mind. Darling, grieve it. And no, this is not a pity party. This is about respect, about acknowledging your own humanity, the weight of your desire. You can't transcend what you refuse to feel, what you refuse to tell the truth about. The vision of love you want hasn't come. So cry about it, rage about it, write about it, chat about it, exercise about it, do whatever you need to do about it so that you can create space to inhabit the life which you actually have. Step 2. Perchance, beloved, are you catastrophizing? Listen, what if I never find love? What if no one ever loves me? What if no one ever finds me the way I find them, looks at me the way I look at them? What if I never find the right person? Are these really questions about love itself? Or is it just a cover for your fear of being unseen, unheld, unimportant, unchosen? Because, my dear, my darling, to tell you the truth though, you're just single now. And I don't know how that suddenly leads to I will die alone. You don't know that. Like, it's not a proportionate reaction. It's not a proportionate conclusion. Life is dynamic. It's changing every freaking second. Everything, everywhere, all at once. That you're single today doesn't mean you will be in 2 years. And by the way, that you're coupled and partnered today doesn't mean your relationship will survive this economy. Am I being a hater? Maybe, but I'm telling the truth. Okay? With the way this economy is moving. Good luck. Okay? We don't know. Unless you have a history of predicting the future accurately, must be accurate, then I stand corrected. But if you don't know what will happen tomorrow, to the T, I don't want to hear it. We really don't be knowing, bruh. So when your brain or your mind begins to catastrophize, then you must ask the question, when I say love, what do I really mean? Is it, what if I never found safety? What if no one ever witnesses me? What if I never get validation? Sometimes what we actually crave is not a person. It's a feeling of being met, being known, being seen, being understood. Our minds attach this longing. Our minds attach the solution to the concept of the one. Of course, understanding this is not going to erase your desire for partnership. I know, but it might just help you identify the areas of your life where you need healing in. Because there are so many ways to be met, validated, seen, held. If you're losing sleep and waking up in panic that you won't find